Okay, Almaden Valley, we have very low supply. Buyers are saying they love Almaden Valley, and the amount of supply that is spread out in the starter lower end under 2 million is just almost non-existent. It's an exciting time, an unprecedented market. Stay tuned to look at the historical facts and learn more about it. Hi, I'm Theresa with homeownerexperience.com, your local San Jose, California realtor. I live in Almaden Valley and I love Almaden Valley. And today we're talking about the Almaden Valley market stats through December 2021. So we're going to take a look at all of 2021, look at the price appreciation, the market, the inventory, and how it looks relative to past history to give you a feel of what's actually going on, and most importantly, understanding history to look forward to what I expect in 2022. So stay tuned if you'd like some tips on how to buy and what to do as a buyer to get into this market. And of course, sellers, I'll have tips for you as well. It's an exciting time, so let's look at the charts. Okay, here's a quick overview of the Almaden market. You see median prices up 1%, year over year up almost 26%. Yes, in San Jose, we saw about a 23% increase year over year, but in Almaden, even higher than that at 26%. Pretty amazing, and I don't have a year on record where we saw such a year over year gain. Sales were down a little bit from November to December, but that's seasonal, and also because we just didn't have any inventory. Year over year, sales were up a little bit in December. Now, out in the field, I'm seeing the number of offers on prepped and nice homes in the double digits. Yes, meaning you're gonna get 12, 15, tons of offers, but how you prepare your home is really important. So I'll definitely give you videos and resources to learn more about that at the end. So the low supply is really what's driving our market. In all of Almaden, there are just 7 homes for sale as of January 7th. And you know what? Only 3 of those are listed below the $2 million price point. But what I can tell you is 75% of our sales were listed and started under $2 million. So as you can see, we are just lacking inventory in that lower end market of Almaden Valley. The average prices, I said, were up a little bit. We're up to some crazy numbers, and I'll show you on the chart what those actual numbers are, but it's over the $2 million price point. So our supply is very low. The record, it was in December 2020 at 5 homes. December 2021, we were so close at 6 homes. So not a record, but very low, pretty unprecedented inventory for this time of year and overall. This supply and then the really strong demand are what's driving this market. If you look at our demand, like I mentioned before, 75% of the pending listings are under the $2 million list price point. In 2021, we were way up in the number of sales. 362 single family homes sold in Almaden Valley, where in 2022 it was 323, and 2019, 262. So the pandemic has really increased desirability or appetite of buyers to purchase in Almaden Valley. I'm sure a lot of that has to do with you don't have to commute to the office every day, so who cares if it's a little bit longer commute? Or we've got more outdoor space and more space between properties because of the larger lots. All of these factors have become more important with the different criteria of the pandemic, and therefore has increased Almaden Valley desirability and benefited the home sellers that live there. 75% of the homes are currently in contract. That's down a little bit from before, but again, I think it's really just driven on the fact that we have no inventory for people to buy. So here are the actual numbers for Almaden Valley. If we look at this yellow line, you see the inventory very close to what it was in December 2020, more than December 2017, which if you listen to my San Jose market update, that was actually a really unprecedented year and where the records are laying for San Jose overall. But in Almaden, it actually was a year ago. So if you look at the prices and you compare spring of 2018, this dotted 6-month rolling average shows a really nice increase in that time. But if you go back to early 2021, it was an even bigger slope. And prices have kind of settled at that point. They're obviously bouncing up and down, but when you do the 6-month rolling average, it's a much smoother settling price point. But looking at that inventory and that strong demand, I expect those prices to go up again. So you see the average home price in Almaden is almost 2.2 million, with the median being $2,090,000. What? Those are huge, huge prices. I remember, gosh, even just a couple years ago, you could get something in Almaden Valley under 1.5 million, or it seems maybe it was 3 or 4 years ago. Such a huge price increase because of that 26% increase in just the last year. Now, my market predictions is that the market is going to continue to be strong. I don't know if we're going to see such a huge increase as we saw in or in the spring of 2021, but we're definitely going to see a strong increase coming in. The factors are going to be how much inventory do we have, as well as those interest rates, which really affect affordability, especially at these high price points. It can make a big effect quickly. So if you're considering selling, you really should think about getting on the market soon to take advantage of the strong market. And if you're buying, honestly, you want to get those lower interest rates and maybe get in before prices increase too much. So I would recommend making a really strong offer in January, differentiate, pay a little over if you have to and you can afford it, because it's going to work out. Buying a home in Almaden Valley, most people stay at least 10 years, if not longer than that. So you want to watch my video where I talk about when's the best time to buy. Actually, the answer is when is the best time to sell. That's what you need to know. When you're buying, you just need to get in the market. So do what you can, buyers, to get in the market as soon as possible to lock in the lower interest rate and the little bit better prices, because those prices are going to be going up again over the next several months. So if you're looking to sell, definitely check out my video on the 8 improvements to increase the value of your home, which really addresses return on investment, of course, because that is most important. And also, if you're looking to buy, you definitely want to check out my video about the 5 secrets to get your offer accepted, or reach out to me for a custom consultation where I can show you my techniques and work on your team to get you into this market. Thanks so much for watching.